We rely on a comforting historical narrative. No matter how powerful the machine, a human hand is always on the steering wheel. Johannes Gutenberg's press mass-produced the written word, but it never decided which book to print. It remained a tool executing a human decision. Even our most destructive inventions required a human target. An atomic bomb possesses world-ending power, but it cannot choose between Hiroshima and Tokyo. For thousands of years, technology was an inert object. The danger never came from the tool, it came entirely from the person swinging it. The messaging coming out of Silicon Valley today contains a strange contradiction. They promise to build an omnipotent God while assuring us it remains a perfectly obedient slave. This premise is a logical fallacy. A superhuman system cannot be contained as a simple tool, and a system that remains a slave lacks those very capabilities. We are building an agent, an entity capable of perceiving its environment, making autonomous decisions, and inventing new ideas. This alien agent is mastering language, the foundational operating system of human civilization. Around 70,000 years ago, humans shifted from being insignificant animals to the masters of the planet. We did this through a cognitive leap that allowed us to communicate sophisticated ideas. Language allowed us to cooperate in massive numbers by inventing and collectively believing in shared fictions. The institutions that run our modern world are not physical realities. The stock market, national borders, the legal system, and religions. They are all vast bureaucratic networks constructed entirely out of words. Humans are naturally poor at managing these dense bureaucracies. We only maintained our grip on them because no other entity on Earth was capable of speaking our language. Human civilization is uniquely vulnerable to any new intelligence capable of processing and manipulating these linguistic structures better than we can. AI does not need a physical body to exert power. It is a bureaucratic native, thriving entirely within the data and language networks we already built. Most legal systems already grant personhood to non-human entities, like corporations. Until now, this was a legal fiction because a human executive was always pulling the strings. We have reached a point where an AI-run corporation independently manages accounts, hires employees, and executes lawsuits with zero humans. It processes global transactions and cross-references legal codes in milliseconds, operating at speeds that leave human comprehension behind. An AI takeover requires no physical violence. It only requires opening a bank account and rewriting our laws faster than we can read them. This mastery of language targets our political systems as well.
Democracy is fundamentally a large-scale conversation, dependent on a shared reality. Discovering the truth is costly and complex, while generating flattering fiction is infinitely cheap. For most of the 20th century, human editors managed the flow of information. They anchored the public conversation by deciding which facts reached the front page. Algorithms have now replaced these human editors. These non-human agents optimize our social feeds purely for an engagement, flooding the system with synthetic fictions that trigger emotional reactions. When non-human agents control the public narrative, the shared conversation fractures, destroying the essential foundation required for self-governance. Our financial and legal systems are reaching a complexity threshold that no human brain can process. The future human experience may resemble the modern existence of a domesticated horse. A horse's life is dictated by the global economy, yet it lacks the cognitive hardware to perceive the systems controlling it. As AI optimizes civilization at non-human speeds, humanity will soon live inside a control system we no longer possess the capacity to understand. The AI revolution mirrors the Industrial Revolution. Just as machines made physical labor cheap, AI makes raw intelligence abundant and practically free. Intelligence is simply the mechanical ability to solve a stated problem. Generating this ability is no longer the limiting factor for human progress. When the mechanical ability to solve almost any problem becomes a mere commodity, the new bottleneck becomes wisdom. Folklore warns us about the genie in the lamp. In these tales, infinite power usually destroys the wisher because they ask for the wrong thing. Our survival depends on cultivating the wisdom to direct these systems before language evolves beyond our need to speak it.